Whether you're deep in the woods, milling for a cabin, or running a small sawmill business, the question always comes up: what kind of portable sawmill should I use? Today, we're breaking down the big three: Bandsaw Mills, swing blade mills, and the legendary Mobile Dimension Saw, to help you figure out which one's best for your job. Let's get into it. Section 1. Bandsaw Mills. Let's start with bandsaw mills. These are the most common type out there, with over a dozen different brands available for sale in the US. Over half are made in the US. These are a long, continuous band blade stretched between two wheels to cut logs into lumber. Unlike circular sawmills that spin a round blade, the bandsaw moves in a straight horizontal path, allowing for smooth cuts with minimal waste. The thin kerf of the blade means more usable lumber per log, great for specialty species. These mills are often smaller, making them more portable than circular blade mills. But blades can be delicate, causing more hassle than it's worth to move, level, and retention blades with every change of location. No sawmill loves dirty logs, but bandsaw blades are especially delicate, and even natural contaminants like mud, sand, and gravel can cause premature dulling, tooth chips, etc., causing wavy boards of inconsistent thickness. A dirty log can destroy a blade in one pass if you aren't careful, but you should expect about 4 to 6 hours of cutting if your logs are clean. Bandsaw blades cost about $25 to $50 or more per blade, making for a potentially expensive day of maintenance and knot sawing. These are great for the hobbyist who wants to cut just what they need, when they need it. They are excellent for salvaging rare or unique species of wood to get the most from every log. Because bandsaw mills require a lot of turning, they often have that system built in, making quarter-sawn wood more possible. Pros: smooth cut quality, great for wide slabs and boards. Entry-level models are affordable. Small kerf, small sawdust. Cons: slower than other types for dimensional lumber. Need to resaw to edge boards. Another process, another machine. Blade maintenance and sharpening are notoriously frustrating. Even knots can deflect the blade, making for wavy lumber. Sensitive to dirty logs. If trees didn't have bark, it might be a different story. Have to turn logs. Doesn't always turn a true 90 degrees, giving you lumber that might have a different dimension that changes from one end of the log to the other. Kind of boring saw pattern on rough sawn lumber. Return is usually an inefficient action, neither cutting nor returning anything. How many live edge tables does the world really need? Bandsaws are perfect if you're making furniture-grade boards or book-match slabs from rare, specialty species. They're great for the hobbyist or to make use of timber you already own for small projects. Bandsaw mills affordable and accessible. Many high-production users of circular sawmills use them cooperatively. They will mill large beams or cants with their circular mill, and then resaw that clean cant into smaller dimensional lumber. Section 2. Swing blade mills. Circular blades produce more consistent dimensional lumber while producing an aesthetically pleasing swirl pattern on the finished wood. Circular blades are better suited for high production compared to bandsaw mills. Swing blade sawmills use a unique type of circular blade. It is a single blade that swings 90 degrees to cut both horizontally and vertically. It cuts horizontally going down the log and finishes the vertical cut as it returns. The circular blade is made of thick, solid steel, which is much more durable than a bandsaw blade. Circular blades can handle a bit more work while staying true, cutting straight through knots. Most have inserted teeth, making sharpening fast and easy either on or off blade. Pros: no need to turn the log, unless you want to get one big slab from the middle. Handles large logs easily. Blade stays sharper longer. Great for beams, posts, and structural lumber. Can get corner pieces for board and bat siding. A high-dollar item. Cons: not ideal for book-match slabs, but great for a single slab per log. Because return cut is cutting, the lumber is not returned to the operator and adds an extra step and more operator input. Slow for small dimensional lumber like fence boards and siding. Wider kerf blades means more sawdust and slightly less yield per log. If you're milling big logs or making framing lumber and beams, great for a beginner sawyer or hobbyist. Section 3. Mobile Dimension Saw. The Mobile Dimension Saw is in a category of its own with a unique 3-blade system. 1 vertical blade and 2 horizontal edgers. The closest competition would be Maho out of New Zealand, but they still only have 2 blades compared to the 3 blades of Mobile Dimension. And that comparison is best saved for a whole other video. Are we biased? Yes. We manufacture these sawmills and have worked hard to save this brand from oblivion. That said, We are here because the product is genuinely amazing. The end stands do the hard work lifting the mill up and down to scale the log. The first pass is the random pass. Perfect opportunity to cut your stickers for the dimensional lumber that comes next. The dual edger blades can cut up to 2 4x6s at a time. The single big bottom edger blade makes the Mobile Dimension more like a Maho mill, able to cut a 12x8 beam. The modular heavy-duty track can be extended to as much as 40 feet and beyond. Mobile Dimension saws are proudly made in Brooks, Oregon with a commitment to customer success. Pros: cuts a full dimensional board in one pass. Returns cut lumber on the return pass as the saw resets for the next cut. Extremely fast, designed for portability or static setup. Built for cants and beams as much as smaller dimensional lumber. Get those corner pieces for board and bat siding. Get 1 2-inch thick slab from every log if you want, and don't mind turning the log once. Cons: heavier and more mechanical than bandsaws. More moving parts. Not designed for wide, book-match slabs. Makes more sawdust than a bandsaw. If you want raw power, fast production, and a mill that turns trees into lumber fast, this is the tool. This is the best option for the independent lumberyard in Sawyer. Many Mobile Dimension saw users use their saw to cut large cants, which they then resaw into lap siding or other smaller dimensional lumber on a bandsaw. Conclusion: at the end of the day, the best sawmill is the one that fits your goals. If you're making furniture-grade slabs or want a live edge every time, go with a bandsaw mill. If you want a no-nonsense tool for the casual hobbyist for beams and lumber on site, the swing blade is hard to beat. But if you're running a business, or even just a highly efficient hobby, or a large project, and want a sawmill that just eats logs all day, the Mobile Dimension saw is in a class of its own. Still not sure? Leave a comment or send us a message. We'll help you pick the right tool for your timber. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want more real-world sawmill comparisons and logging tips.